downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the National League All-Stars taking on the Cleveland Guardians. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. And today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
All right, ready to go here. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And he deals. And there's a foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Ground ball left side. Sends it to first. They get the out on Acuna.
Batting second. From the Los Angeles Dodgers, the right fielder, Mookie.
Now it's Mookie Betts. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And first offering is fouled off.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
One out, base is empty. Turns and fires to Betts. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Now the 0-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Two outs, base is empty. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And here it comes. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Middle of the first, no score. Back now at Progressive Field. And today's starting pitcher, Spencer Strider.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Here's Josh Naylor.
The first baseman.
The wind of the pitch. That one ripped left field. That's back there. Onto the home run porch and left. Gone. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. It's 1-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Bo Naylor at the plate now, and Cleveland on top 1-0. Ground ball right side. Freeman. He takes it on his own. One gone, bottom half of the first.
The third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Here's Jose Ramirez.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Well struck right field. Makes the catch up against the wall.
He was all over that fastball right there. I'll tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Ryan Rocchio. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul. And a pitch. And that one hammered. That's back there. And that one's gone. A monster shot to right. Second home run of the inning for him. And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
Came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's Ramon Laureano. And that one ripped into right, and that's just foul. Two down, nobody on. Pulls that one foul. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. Base hit center field. Runner holds at third, so even with 2 outs, they didn't risk it.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Two gone with runners at the corners. Here's the second baseman, Andres Gimenez. A dive, he's got it from his backside in time. Got him. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. And we're back. Top of the second. And the batter now, Nolan Arenado. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Bieber back to work. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Struck him out looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Luis Arraez stands in. And first offering is fouled off. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Tosses to first and a couple of quick outs.
Designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Now J.D. Martinez at the plate. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. Swing and a miss, strike one.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
The Guardians leading by 2 here at the top of the second. Foul ball, still 0-2. And the right-hander deals. That one to first. Naylor takes it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Guardians on top, 2-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
The left fielder, Stephen.
The wind and the pitch. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. And they add a run. It's 3-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Miles Straw now at the plate. On the ground, out to short. Whips it across. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
Now batting, the first baseman, Josh.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Josh Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first in time.
The batter, the catcher.
2 outs, base is empty. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. He's 0 for 1. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. A massive home run. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they add a run. It's 4-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
That was quite the home run, Siggy, as we take it in again with StatCast. 114 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, and plenty of distance, too. I mean, with that kind of exit velo, if you can get it up in the air with good backspin, it's going to be a tape measure shot.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Right side. Betts on the move. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning. And here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. The wind to kick the pitch. Murphy, a former Gold Glove winner, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was a 3rd round pick back in 2016. Next offering is in for a strike.
That backdoor slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Struck him out swinging. Snuck the fastball by him.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All three pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
The Guardians leading by 4. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one fouled off. Oh, and 2 now. And they'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. One down, base is empty. Caught him looking for the K.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
From the Arizona Diamondbacks, the left fielder, Corbin Carroll.
This is Corbin Carroll. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And that is that. Here in Cleveland as we go to the last of the 3rd. Here's Brian Urquijo. And the pitch. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one back there. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
2 hits for him in this one. Both were extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside. Saw it deep into the zone and just barreled it up. Went the other way for the knock.
Laureano comes up to hit. Doubled his first time up. Foul ball.
Strider's a guy known for his velocity. He can bring it, but that wasn't always the case. Coming back from an injury in college, Strider was throwing 94 to 96 miles per hour, Boog, when the Braves drafted him. Now he lights up the radar gun with triple-digit speeds.
Drops into the glove, and there's one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Will
Brennan digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one hops against the fence. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 5-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Spencer Strider departs, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. Corbin Burnes gets the ball now.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Here's Andres Gimenez. He's 0 for 1. Smoked on the ground a second. Out on the off-balance throw.
The batter, the left fielder, Steven.
So 2 down now, and here is Stephen Kwan. He's already homered in this game. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Wastes no time there. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Miles Straw, the next to hit, grounded out his first time up. That's hard hit on the line. Carroll makes the play, and that'll do it. Back here in Cleveland, and now it's Ronald Acuna Jr.
The center fielder, number 13.
Among all the stats, when you look at Ronald Acuna Jr. in 2023, maybe the most impressive, he was able to put up his power numbers while cutting his strikeout rate almost in half. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. Now one away.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Mookie Betts now made his debut with the Red Sox in 2014 and actually hit a home run against the Dodgers in 2016.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Mookie is fantastic for baseball. A great player, big personality. He's played for some of the most popular teams in the league.
The Guardians up big in this one. Top half of inning number 4. Right through there for a strike. The pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Ooh, he missed a mistake right there.
Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Freeman batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Fastball for a strike. Two outs. Right through there, got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back now at Progressive Field. Jon Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Josh Naylor. Burns back to work. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, the catcher,
Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. He's already homered here in this one. That one ripped right center field. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Throw comes in, runner stopped, second and third, nobody out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now at the plate, Jose Ramirez. In the air, out towards right center. Betts settles underneath it. Makes the grab, one away.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
2 on, 1 out. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Brayan Rocchio. There's a swing and a drive. And that should be extra bases. 1 run across. Now 2 runs score. It's 8-0. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Now here is Ramon Laureano. 1 for 2. Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul. Runner at second here, 1 gone. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Now back, the designated hitter. Yeah.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Now Will Brennan. Ripped to first, caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Andres Jimenez digs in for the Guardians. In the air, center field. Acuna after it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. We played 4. The Guardians lead this one 8-0. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's Nolan Arenado.
The third baseman.
Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. Here comes the 0-1. There's a strike. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman, at El Toro High School in California. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Tosses to first, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
Up next for the National League.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the DH, J.D. Martinez. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a foul over the screen and back out of play.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And a pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2. to third. Ramirez zips it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So 5 perfect innings in the books. The Guardians lead it 8-0. And we're back. And now it's going to be Stephen Kwan. Here comes a pitch. Back up the middle and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
So digging in, Miles Straw. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Carroll makes the grab. 1 down.
The first baseman, number 22, Josh Naylor.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Josh Naylor. And a foul ball. Burns, a former Cy Young Award winner. He throws a cutter, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one back there. And gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 10-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Alexis Diaz comes on now.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So 1 out, nobody on. Bo Naylor getting ready to hit. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
All over that one right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. There's a strike.
0-1.
Two runs across in the inning. Last half of inning number 5. In the air, right field. Betts drifts towards it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
Next to hit, Brian Rocchio. 3 for 3 with a homer and 2 doubles. That one is absolutely belted. Betts ranging back, and that one's gone. That'll fire up the dugout. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 12-0.
Almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
Base is empty with 2 away. Ramon Laureano digs in for the Guardians. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Two outs. Foul ball there. Out towards left center. Acuna on the run. Snags it on the run. That is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. 5 innings complete. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the top of the 6th. So here's Murphy now.
Sean Murphy.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That to right. Laureano settles under it. Makes the grab, 1 down. Here's Orlando Arcia. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Arcia, an all-star a season ago. 29 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Outside, and the count even 1-1. And that's outside.
2-1.
Down the line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. The Guardians up big in this one, and we're the top half of the 6th. One down, base is empty. That misses, and now it's 3-2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Carroll at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Fought off foul. Hit on the ground to the right side. Naylor. And no throw for some reason as he reaches first. That's got to be an error.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
The pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's Mookie now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Fly ball center field on his way over. Makes the catch. And that'll do it. Another inning in the books, but the perfect game couldn't survive it. Guardians on top 12-0. Here in Cleveland, bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the DH, Will Brennan. The right-hander back to work. And that one is lifted in the air. Acuna sizes this one up, calls it in for the out.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And up next for Cleveland, Andres Gimenez. To the right side. Oh, great stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Man, a lot going on that play. Diving stop to his right in that hole, and then gets up and takes it himself. Man, it's a one-man show.
Two outs, base is empty. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's ranging back. And out of here. He leaves the yard to right. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 13-0.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here.
New pitcher now, Camilo Doval.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Miles Straw. Lifted in the air, right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that's the third out. Back here in Cleveland, here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
The first baseman, number 5.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off.
Yeah, the right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Right through there for a strike.
No ball. 2 straight.
Gonna count 1-2. Got him looking. And one away.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Arenado into box again. Takes the strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Gets under it and pops it up. In position. And that is that. Another scoreless inning, and now that's 7 shutout frames. The Guardians lead this one 13-0. And now it's Josh Naylor, and the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
And the pitch. That one laced to center and a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And now here is, and there's a fly ball deep right field. Betts going back. That one is gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game, and they add on. It's 15-0.
There was a cutter away. Kind of works like a slider. You've got to stay on it, let it travel a little bit, and then get your arms extended. Really good piece of hitting right there.
So in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. Line drive, base hit.
It's been a rough one for him so far at the plate, but that'll help. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Man at first. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ryan Rocchio. That one ripped. Going, gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. It's 17-0.
Putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Now,
so they turn to Craig Kimbrel.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now the right fielder, Ramon Laureano. Swung on, belted. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So a man aboard, Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Carroll moves towards it. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Andres Jimenez digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a flyout. This one in the air, center field. Acuna makes the play, and there's 2 down. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. 4 out of 4 with 2 homers and a couple of singles. and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. Pulls it in on the warning track. We're at the top of the 8th. Here is J.D. Martinez.
The designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Bieber back to work. In the air, left field, Kwan has this one sized up. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that
Now
first
batting.
pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Murphy.
Here's Sean Murphy. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Straw getting an angle on it. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, shortstop, Orlando.
And now the shortstop,
Arcia.
Orlando Arcia, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Right through there for his strike. The 0-2. And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. NL goes down quietly. They're in a wee bit of a hole, down 17-0. And we're back, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Stepping up for the Guardians, Miles Straw. And a pitch. Into center and a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Well, that's his first hit in this one, so that should help him feel a little better. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now Josh Naylor. Rush to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. His 3rd home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 19-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Stepping in, Bo Naylor.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Hit in the air, center field. Acuna has it sized up. Corrals it. And there's one down.
The batter, the 3rd baseman, Jose.
And up next for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. A solo shot. 2nd home run of the inning for him. And they boost their lead. It's 20-0.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Devin Williams into the game.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Ryan Rocchio. Line to left. He's there. He's got it. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And a base hit up the middle. And that extends the inning.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Now it's going to be high fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
I'm sure he's happy with the automatic double, but you know he's wondering if it cost him an RBI right there. He put a great swing on it, drove it well, but a little bit of bad luck on the bounce. So now we'll see if they can get another 2-out hit and possibly drive in a pair.
Now here is Andres Gimenez. On a line out towards center. And Acuna able to make the grab. Back now at Progressive Field. And now Corbin Carroll.
The left fielder, Corbin Carroll.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
Swinging a foul straight back. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning, but being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Swings through that one for strike 2. And down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusted his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Acuna, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. And he takes a strike. The Guardians up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. Got it by him for the K.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game, and the Guardians take this one in a blowout.
Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count, got himself all the way to the finish line and finished what he started.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Times of all game, 4 hours and 29 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.